Hi everyone, this is John with Lincoln Hills Organics on January 20th, 2016. We created a do-it-yourself wood-burning stove to help heat the greenhouse here in the wintertime, and really to heat the water in our aquaponic raceways so that we can have consistent growth 52 weeks out of the year and keep the fish and the plants all happy. So we added 100 foot of 3/4 copper in the upper barrel, which is just an expansion chamber of the wood burning stove on the bottom. Came out with the 3/4 copper and ended up converting it down to a flexible PVC pipe, which it converts into a 3/4 poly, which is used in drip systems in the backyards and things of that sort. We're about 40 to 50 feet from the actual greenhouse. And we just fired this for the first time here. And the initial water in our reservoir inside the greenhouse was 58 degrees. And just in the first 15 minutes, the water coming back in from the wood stove is coming in at about 78 degrees. So we're about 15 to 18 degree increase, even with that 50-foot run in the dirt. So what we have done here is this is basically going to be our hot water heater. We're going to keep this thing, as hot as it'll probably get to 80, 90 degrees. I don't really care the temperature in this deal here. So this is just treat it like a hot water heater. So, and then off of this hot water heater, we're creating a second circuit that's going to be running on a thermostat controlled relay that measures the aquaponic water in the greenhouse. We don't want to run the aquaponic water directly through the wood stove because that would kill friendly bacteria, etc. So what we've come up with is a heat exchange system, thermostat controlled, on a second pump that will be submerged into that hot water tank there. So we ran a supply line and a return line throughout the entire greenhouse of 3/4 inch. At each raceway, it trunks down to a 5/8 line, supply and return. So each one of these raceways here, we ran down to the north side, about 2/3 of the way down, to help heat this water up. And how we're doing the heat exchange is we've ordered, we got these coils, and I'll show you them here. Come on down here. So we're using 25-foot copper coils that they use for microbreweries, home style units. And let's see here. All right. So you can see here, about 2/3 of the way down, I have one marked red, one marked blue, red being the supply, blue being the return. Okay, we're going to take this coil, right, hot water going in. It'll then exchange the heat, hopefully, into these raceways. And we're going to try to keep the raceways, 65 to 74 degrees consistently throughout the year. And order these coils on Amazon. They're about 50 bucks a piece. The way they're coiled, when we have the raft systems in here, they'll float right over the top of that coil, no problem. And they already come kind of bent so that it runs up the gap. There is no real issue with the styrofoam and the connection points to the supply and return from the main lines to the copper lines. So we're going to run this thing today, and the fire is going. We'll turn on the second circuit here, probably about 30 minutes, to transfer the water from the hot water heater through our thermal exchange. And then I'll have readings for you tomorrow on how much we accomplished here. This is a 55,000 gallon system, 10,000 gallons being outside, and about 38,000 gallons in the greenhouse itself. The water turns over about 2 times per day, so we should accomplish increasing the water to where we would like it. In addition, we will be thermally heating the greenhouse without the use of any propane burners, as you see at the back of the greenhouse back there. So that's our goal. We'll see tomorrow after we see some readings and know if it's going to work for sure. And thank you, and we'll get back to you tomorrow.